Right here, this is my favorite part. The spin move you do. Breaking that dude's ankles and the stiff arm, woo! Reminds me of my playing days, Samoan warrior style.
It's too bad you stepped out of bounds. You could have scored a touchdown.
Well, there's no way he could have dodged. Tommy, how the heck have you been?
Hey, Tommy, how you feeling, man?
Good. Got a clean bill of health. I'm ready to get back out there.
Come on in, have a seat. Didn't think you'd be back.
Trust me, I tried transferring. Doesn't seem like any other schools want to accept a perceived health risk. But I've got a clearance from my doctor, Coach. I'm ready to play.
It's only right you take your spot back. I was just keeping it warm for you.
You know, the team seems to be doing just fine with you out there. And seeing that you're kind of thin at receiver, I was thinking that maybe I could help out by lining up outside.
Shoot, yeah. We'll work something out.
Like you said, Coach, you got to do what's right for the team.
It's the best news I've heard since my Aunt Lokalani's Boar won Best in Show. I'm gonna get the playbook. We're gonna start drawing some stuff up. Woo! Ha-ha!
I know I'm not your favorite person in the world right now.
You're not even in my top 7 billion.
That's fair. Just know I did what I did to protect you, not to try and take everything that you worked for. And I can understand if you're angry with me, but I'm gonna do everything I can to make it right.
I'll tell you how you can make it right. The Midwest Prep Showcase, later this season against the Central Hawks.
What about it?
Well, they're the best team in the country, and it's a nationally televised game. That means every recruiter's gonna see it.
So what do you want from me?
Just want you to let me go out there and do my thing and show the recruiters what I can do. It's my last chance at getting an offer.
Fine. But if it's not working out there, then I gotta get the other guys involved.
Trust me. You won't need to.
One of the loudest venues in the NFL on Sundays looks to be no different on a Friday night. We've got a packed house for the Midwest Prep Showcase. Soon, two of the best high school football teams in the nation will collide here at Arrowhead Stadium when the Hawks take on the Dragons.
Wait, it's your...
Yeah, rapper, producer, entrepreneur, Snoop D-O-double-G. Please believe it, that's me. But hold up. Ain't you one half of them Heartbreak Boys?
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Nah, man, I'm a fan of yours. Check this out. If the coach and half the stadium knew what I was about to say, they try to run me out of this town, man. But let me tell you this. I've been following y'all's story for quite some time. And I'm pulling for y'all tonight.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
For sure, my brother. Now get out there and go do your thing.
Snoop, you know Tommy Matthews?
Tommy! Hey. Hey, man, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. I'm such a fan, man.
Hey, likewise.
Love your hard work, your dedication, and how you just put the team and put everything on your back, man. That's beautiful, man. It takes a whole lot to do what you did.
Thanks, man.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get out there and make it count, man. It's a whole lot of schools that's gonna be watching y'all tonight. And I got a feeling I'm gonna see y'all again. Good luck. Ball out.
Will do.
Thanks, Snoop.
For shizzle, Snoop. Yo, we just met Snoop D-O-double-G.
I know. That was cool.
So what? Let's go do this, man. La-di-da-di-da.
Well, the crowd is loud and on its feet as Alan Myers gets things started. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 30. So in this matchup of top-ranked QBs, it's Braxton Knight and the Hawks with the chance to strike first on this opening drive. Here's Knight on the first play. And coming out of the backfield, that's complete to his running back. And he's down at the 40-yard line. Braxton Knight, easily one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since he became a starter last season. And when he gets this offense clicking, it is a sight to behold. From the shotgun now, inside handoff. Oh, and he's brought down for a loss of yards. Stuffed on the previous play. Here's 3rd and 3. Scans the field. Oh, he lost the football. Scooped up by the D. And they'll have it at the 35-yard line. So for the first time in this showcase, we'll get a look at QB2 and his offensive weapons, Tommy Matthews among them. Looking to pass on first down. Lets one go deep, and that's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. Tommy Matthews' first catch is good for 6. A movie moment in his comeback. The Dragons will go for 2 here. QB2 looks downfield. He's got it. Yes, they'll add 2 to the board. And that'll push the advantage, growing their lead.
That penalty is declined.
After giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. Fielded in the end zone. Really no need to risk it. He's just going to take a knee for a touchback. So the Hawks are lined up now, and the chat for this live stream filled with opinions presented as facts. By the way, feel free to add your own. Picks up a nice chunk of yards before he's brought down. All these kids so thrilled when they found out this year's edition of the showcase would be played at the home of the Kansas City Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium. This is now a premier event on the high school football calendar. He's got a man. And a great pickup there to move them inside the 40. A 31-yard gain. And that's what the fans came to see. On first down, he'll drop back. And he can't make the connection. It's incomplete. Apparently, the kids on the field weren't the only ones thrilled about this game being at Arrowhead. We've got an incredible turnout for one of the most hyped matchups of this season. Knight hands it to Grove. And he's tackled at the 33. Gain of 6 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 4. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. On 3rd down, back to pass. It's a fumble. Now it's picked up going the other way. There he goes.
Oh, we got plenty of fight,
the
baby.
20, 10, and it's all the way home. Touchdown, Dragons. And they stretch their lead. The Dragons will try to add 2 to the board. Following the fumble recovery, here's QB2. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Following that thrilling fumble return, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. caught in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as he elects to take a knee. The Hawks send out their offense. And field general Braxton Knight finds himself in an unusual situation. He's not used to being down double digits at any point in his career. Across his body and right into the hands of a defender, intercepted. And they'll have it inside the red zone. So the Dragons are lined up now, and they begin this series with a comfortable but not insurmountable lead. Oh, and that would have been a touchdown if it hadn't been for the quick hands on defense. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Still looking to throw. It's QB2. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. That's another score in his return. It's a legend in the making. The Dragons are lined up for a two-point attempt. Here's QB2. He makes the grab. Good for two more. And that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. After giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. Fielded in the end zone. And we won't see a return here as he kneels for the touchback. First play of the drive for the Hawks. And they really need Braxton Knight to flip a switch and march this offense down the field for points. Looking for a receiver. Spots his tight end, completes the throw. Arrowhead Stadium, one of the best venues in all of football. And you know who loves it here? The coach, Jonathan Coachman. Big-time Chiefs fan. He's a Kansas native, in fact. Oh, look, the ball's loose. The D's got it. They're on the move. 20 to go. And it's all the way home. Touchdown, Dragons. They just continue to light up the scoreboard. Myers is on now for the PAT. Oh, they fake it. He's looking downfield. Following that thrilling fumble return, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. Caught in the end zone, and this will be a touchback as he drops to one knee. To start the drive. Here's Knight. And that'll be caught along the left sideline. And he'll rack up some yards before he's out of bounds. So yes, there's an obvious reason why they call this the Midwest Prep Showcase. Every year it's quite literally a showcase of the nation's top players. But this year is the first time they've ever had the top two quarterbacks in the country face off. I'm speaking, of course, about QB2 and Braxton Knight. And he'll scoot his way forward for a solid gain. A pickup of 6 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 4. for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Looking to pass on second down. Oh, hold on. He's running left. He's got enough for the first down. Now he'll slide to a halt to avoid the contact. You know, a high-profile game like this can generate the interest of some big-time schools, and this stadium is loaded with coaches from powerhouse programs. LSU, Clemson, Oklahoma, you name it, they're here. Knight hands it off to Grove, and he's beyond the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 1. Grove gets another carry. Now he's taken down, but not before coming up with a first. All right, so following the short gain, it's 1st and 10. The Rock goes to Grove. Gets it across the 25, but really only up to about the 26-yard line. Time's run out on this first quarter of action. And after a short break, we'll begin Chapter 2 of the Midwest Prep Showcase. So the second quarter is now underway, and appropriately enough, it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Knight. He finds his running back for the completion. And he'll make his way to the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Knight hands it to Grove. And a nice pickup there, but it's not enough to get past the marker. 4th down on the way. First field goal attempt for the usually steady kicker. Straight through the uprights, it's good. And they're finally on the scoreboard. The tally now, 28-3. This is fielded just inside the goal line. And a nice return gets this upcoming drive started on the right foot. Here come the Dragons to start the drive. Remarkable consistency so far. They've scored on every possession to this point of the game. Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. He's going deep for Matthews. And that deep ball is incomplete. Took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't finish it off. So get this. Earlier today, I was speaking with Hawks coach Kevin Robbins, and in typical fashion, he did not hold back about today's matchup. He proclaimed his D would be so good against QB2, they'd end up putting Tommy Matthews back at quarterback. Bold words. So that's his 3rd catch of the night as Tommy shows off his versatility, first as a QB and now as a wide receiver. And there's plenty of green in front of him. Touchdown! Tommy Matthews' 3rd score of the game, and this comeback is now legendary. Here's the Dragons looking for 2. Looking to throw again. He's got it. Yes, they'll add 2 to the board, and that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. After giving up the touchdown, The Hawks are back to receive. He fields it at the 2. And he's brought down at the 24-yard line. So the Hawks are lined up now. And now Coach Robbins barking some instructions for Braxton Knight from the sideline. Back to pass on first down. That's complete to his tight end. Now he's brought down. The completion good for 3, bringing up second down. I mentioned a few colleges earlier with recruiters in attendance. My guy Reggie gave me a list with a few more names on it, and you know it's a heavyweight matchup when you've got schools like Oregon, Florida, and Southern California among the fans here today. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Back to pass on third down, and it'll be incomplete. Gotta share a quick story. All right, so I'm making my way to the press box before the game, and who do I see but the dog father himself, Snoop Dogg. And he's seeking out QB2. But here's the thing. Snoop is a diehard Hawks fan, which tells you just how magnetic QB2 really is. Midway through the second quarter, it's first down.
65.
Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. Slings it downfield. So that falls incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's listen in. So the verdict's been delivered, and the penalty, of course, will be accepted. The Dragons send out their offense, and they've got to just be thrilled to begin this drive on the plus side of the field. One last thought on Snoop, you know. He's a Southern California guy, Long Beach, if I'm not mistaken. And I wonder if he wasn't whispering in QB2's ear about the Trojans, right? I mean, who knows, but I wouldn't be surprised. On first down, back to pass. Scratch that, he's moving left. And that is caught! Touchdown, Dragons! Tommy Matthews! And his mom, she's going crazy right now. Her son's having an incredible game. Myers now to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. Can he get it off? But he can't complete the pass, and they give up possession. Needing a score on this drive. They're lined up for the return. Fielded at the 15. And he's brought down at the 29-yard line. The Hawks send out their offense. And there's Knight making some final preparations as we await the snap. They start the drive here with Grove. And he comes up with a nice gain before he's taken down. So let me just take a moment to say here, when you stand next to some of these young men as I have, they look ready size-wise for the next level. I mean, some of these kids are huge. Back to pass on second down. Monroe brings in his first catch, and he's brought down at the 49-yard line. 16 yards that time. Good for a Hawks first down. Operating now on the opposite side of the field. Knight takes the snap. Pressure comes, and down he goes. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, the size of some of these kids. Just take a look at Kelvin Thrash, number 87, the Hawks tight end. He could suit up for a primetime college game tomorrow, no problem, and not get thrown around. A big play started the drive, but here they are suddenly facing a 3rd and 10. From the gun, inside handoff. And he's nowhere close to a first down. I mean, let the second guessing begin on whether they should have passed it there. So Coach Fetu, spelled F-E-T-U. For the longest time, I was pronouncing it Coach Feta, like feta cheese. So let's just say I'm thankful he's a forgiving guy for as big a guy as he is. And this will wind up being a touchback. The Dragons take over on offense. And all eyes are on QB2 as he gets set for this drive. I think every smartphone in the stands is pointed at that young man. Trucks the defender. And he's tackled at the 46-yard line. A 26-yard gain. And that's a first down and then some. So, after one half of this exclusive event, it's the Dragons in control. And when we return, the second half of the Midwest Prep Showcase. As we get set for the kick, the second half is about to get started. Fielded in the end zone. Fights through a tackle. And he'll move them up to the 24-yard line. Here come the Dragons to start the drive. Let's see what the future holds on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. Oh, and it's incomplete. Attacked the secondary to start the series, but they couldn't make the connection. Now going back to Coach Fetu, someone who is universally beloved by players old and new, but he certainly got his quirks. If I gave you a dime for every time he said Samoan warrior style in a film study, I think you'd be a very rich person. QB2 settles into this shotgun look.
Let's go.
They'll throw from the 50. Now he tucks it. And that's incomplete. Tried to go long on first down, but it only results in a long walk back to the huddle. Naturally, people across the football landscape are sharing their thoughts on where they think QB2 will go to college. Some think Miami, others insist it's Texas. But I can tell you this, I am beyond confident his decision will be the top thing trending on signing day. They're quick to get to the line. Lets it fly for Matthews. He's got it. Touchdown, Dragons. Tony Matthews. He's putting on a show here today. Wow. The Dragons will go for 2 here. He's back to pass. Using his legs now. You know, I can't help but think back to what Coach Robbins told me before the game, how his defense was going to shut down QB2. Hadn't exactly happened, right? And I'd be very interested in hearing his thoughts right about now. Oh, no, he coughs it up! Scooped up by the D, and they'll have it at the 28-yard line. Here come the Dragons to start the drive. And if they go to the run, you can expect QB2 to be involved. He leads this team in rushing yards. Oh, change of plans. He tucks the ball. Gets it to Matthews. Well, despite some defensive adjustments, Tommy continues to find a way to the ball. You can practically see him rising up the rankings. They'll go to Hawk for the first time in this second half. And all it takes is one play to move the sticks. A great run there. Now the linemen on both sides dig in for this 1st and goal. QB2 takes the snap. It's caught. Touchdown, Dragons. They are running away with this game. The Dragons will try to add 2 to the board. Back to pass. He makes the grab. Good for 2 more. And that'll push the advantage, growing their lead. Ready now for the kick. a yard or two inside the goal line. He's got it. And he's not able to do much with it. Just a decent return. First play of the drive for the Hawks. And field general Braxton Knight finds himself in an unusual situation. He's not used to being down double digits at any point in his career. And that's caught, but wait, it appears he was out of bounds. Yes, good eye by the line judge. He calls it incomplete. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Again on second down, it's Knight. And it's incomplete, so we're looking at third down. Zero progress on this drive thus far. It's 3rd and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the gun, it's Knight. And they're unable to make the connection, so here comes 4th down. With the Hawks lined up to punt and down big, I can't help but think of that stat I highlighted earlier. The one about Braxton Knight and how he hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since the middle of last season. Woof. Talk about jinxing a kid. This has been tough to watch. And he's taken down at the 48-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 to the right. Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes 2nd down. You know, going back to signing day, I got to say, despite the crazy number of people who came out to see QB2 in person here today, there are so many more following him on social media, waiting on any kind of announcement. Truly, the level of interest is like nothing I've ever seen. And they finally stop him short of the red zone after a big-time gain. Lined up in the backfield, there's Sammy Hawk. Looking to pass on 1st down. Finds Matthews on the slant. And he's inside the 10 as he picks up the 1st down. So it's 10 catches now. 10 catches for Tommy Matthews. His chemistry with QB2 is unbelievable. Looking to throw. Here's QB2. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. And he does it again. Touchdown. The Dragons are lined up for a 2-point attempt. Going with the run. And he'll pick up about 3 on that one, just shy of the goal line. Here comes the kick. Caught in the end zone. And he's taken down after crossing the 20-yard line. So the Hawks are lined up now. And the last thing they want is for this drive to end with yet another reason to bring on their punt team. And they're not able to stop him before he comes up with the 1st down. They come out 5 wide, 3 to the right. Looks to throw out of the shotgun. He's on the move. The ball comes out. And now it's out of bounds. The defense knocked it loose but could not take it away. Needing to make up some ground. It's 2nd and long. Shotgun snap. Here's Knight. He finds his tight end. And he picks up the 1st before he's tackled, but there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So there's the call. Offensive holding as they give up 10 yards. Out of the gun, they'll throw. High ball. With just a mile to go, it's third and very long. Now they'll throw from the gun. Knight is sacked, and that's back-to-back takedowns. So as the Hawks get ready to punt it away, they're facing... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you hate to see it. Braxton Knight is yelling at his offensive line, and it doesn't look like any kind of motivational speech I've ever seen. Someone better cool him down. And he's tackled at the 16. They come out 5 wide, 3 to the right. Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. And it's complete. He's out in front. 20, 10. It's a touchdown. Jamison Maddox. A show-stopping score from beyond midfield. Here's the Dragons looking for 2. Shotgun snap. Here's QB2. Oh, change of plans. He tucks the ball. Falling further behind on the scoreboard. Here comes the kick. Fielded at the 3. And that's a solid effort on the return as the offense heads onto the field. Begins on the ground to throw, and they'll make the stop after a solid gain on the play. 0-0 on the clock as we reach the end of the third quarter. We'll be back shortly with the final stanza of the Midwest Prep Showcase. Out of the gun, looking to fire. Spots his tight end, completes the throw, and he comes up with a first down. Needing this drive to finish in the end zone. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, looking to throw. And they can't make the connection, so it'll be 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on 1st.
Let him know, let him know.
Still looking to throw. It's Knight. Quick decision, completes the throw. And he'll be marked out at the 39. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Drops back to throw here on 3rd. And that drops incomplete. So now they're looking at a 4th down. And so the Hawks are ready to punt it away. And he gives it the boot. Here's Washington. And he's stopped at the 17-yard line. Here come the Dragons to start the drive. And they are very much in control of this game. And he doesn't waste any time picking up the first. He opens that series with an excellent run. A 10-yard gain, and they move the chains. Hawks lined up behind QB2. They'll hit the ground running on first. Scoots across the 30 to the 29. A pickup of 2 on the play, and that makes it 2nd and 8.
Watch left, watch left, watch left.
Hawk gets the rock. All right, so following the short gain, it's 3rd down. Surveys the field. Wait, maybe not. He's on the move. And that's a solid pickup before he's finally taken down. Halfway through the 4th quarter, it's 1st down. And they keep it on the ground to run off some clock. Gives him the spin cycle, and he's tackled inside the red zone after a huge gain. A 32-yard gain, and a 1st down, and much, much more. Inside the red zone, it's QB2. He finds his man on the end route. You know, I'm really not sure what's left to say at this point. Tommy is easily one of the best players on this star-studded field. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. Oh, they are running up the score. The Dragons will go for 2 here. From the gun, it's QB2. That's incomplete. They do not convert, but they still do have the lead in this matchup. Following the touchdown, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. This will be caught deep in the end zone, and he'll take a knee for the touchback. The Hawks send out their offense. And to be honest, all hope seems lost, but these kids continue to show some heart. Gathers the snap. He's in trouble, and down he goes. Following the sack, here's 2nd and very long. Working from the gun, here's Knight. And he's not able to come down with it. 3rd down on the way. Following that incompletion, it's 3rd and very long. Looking to pass. The ball's loose. Now it's picked up going to the... And it's all the way home. Touchdown, Dragons. And that should seal the deal. The Dragons will try to add 2 to the board. Following the fumble recovery, here's QB2. Oh, change of plans. He touched the ball. But he doesn't get far. Just a yard on the play. Following that thrilling fumble return, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. Coming from deep in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as he drops to one knee for the touchback. First play of the drive for the Hawks. And they really need Braxton Knight to flip a switch and march this offense down the field for points. Grabs the snap. And a solid gain up to the 33. A pickup of 8 on the play, and that makes it 2nd and 2. Shotgun look. On 2nd down, back to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They just weren't able to link up on that play. Needing just a couple yards. It's 3rd and 2.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They snap the ball. And they're unable to make the connection. So here comes 4th down. So following a drive that came and went, here's the punt after a 3-and-out. And he sends it flying. And he's out at the 13. And this drive will begin on the ground. And boy, that closed up quickly as he gets it up to about the 17-yard line. Hawks lined up in the backfield. On 2nd down, he'll drop back. Now he brings the ball down. He's on the move. Now he's brought down after moving the chains. 1st down. After a solid pickup on that previous play, it's 1st and 10. Scans the field. Deep throw for Matthews. But they can't make the connection. Took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't finish it off. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on 1st. Again on 2nd down, it's QB2. He makes the delivery. So Coach Fetu keeping the playbook open as Coach Robbins stares a hole right through him. This is getting tense right now. From the back of the eye, Hawk scans the field. They'll throw from the 50. Oh, the ball comes down. He's looking to go. And he's taken down inside the 44-yard line. Timeout called by the Dragons. Likely the last one of this game as we take a quick timeout of our own. Pushing deeper into enemy territory. QB2 looks downfield. Now he'll tuck and run. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's taken down after a huge gain all the way to the 8-yard line. Here's QB2. Now he tucks the ball looking. He cannot be stopped. Touchdown. They're looking unstoppable right now. And that will do it. The Dragons win the showcase. On behalf of everyone at EA Sports, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
This question is for both of you. What trait do you think will give you the edge at the next level?
I feel like when I get in the zone, I can whip the ball all over the yard, and really, there's no one that can do anything about it.
Yeah. I'm sure I deserve a little credit, though, there. I mean, I am the one going up and hauling in those ducks.
True.
But seriously, though, the past 2 years have really put things into perspective for me, and thanks to this guy, I'm just fortunate enough to have the opportunity to go to college and further my football career.
Well, okay, gang. I think that puts us in a great place to go ahead and find out where these two are going. All right, gents, who wants to go first?
I want you to have the honors. It's the least I could do for all you've done for me.
All right.
Oh, wow, man. Wow. So the decision is made. Tell us, when it came down to it, what led to this choice?
Well, There's been a lot of elite talent that have walked those halls, and I'd love to add my name to that storied list. Plus, the opportunity to play for a legend like Coach Miller, it's too much of a draw. Yeah, he's a guy that's had a ton of success with the school, and I think there's a lot I can learn from him.
All right. All right, Tommy. What you got for us?
Let's see. Who's it gonna be?
Whoa, Tommy, same question.
Well, isn't it obvious? I mean, Batman needs his Robin, and I can't break up this dynamic duo. But in this case, I'm Batman, you're Robin. I never said I wouldn't try to win back my own position.
More details rolling in, everybody, on today's crazy news. Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlists for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
Come on, Coach, give us a shot.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your Heartbreak Kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more of these. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on, get out of here.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the LSU Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. College football is back here on EA Sports. The new season underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. They start out with a run by Ferguson. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
To number 83.
A nice throw there by the junior quarterback who gets his first start today. And we talked with head coach Red O'Brien earlier. Boy, Charles, he keeps his cards pretty close to the vest.
Well, certainly indicative of a guy who until recently was the defensive coordinator. And you know what it's like for those guys. They want every bit of information in order to prepare their team. But in this case, I think now as a head coach, he gave both of these quarterbacks equal time with the starters during practice. And you know that with this defensive mindset, he wants to let his competition sort itself out. That's how he got his defensive guys ready. He's going to try and do the exact...
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And LSU has taken the early lead. As we saw right there, they've got a quarterback that, well, yes, he can throw it. He's not afraid to tuck the ball and run, and it paid off with a score on that last play.
Yeah, Brandon, he's a true dual threat guy. I mean, if you take away the passing lanes, he'll use his legs and create plays like one we just saw there. I really think this young guy could just tuck it and go more times than not if he chose to do so.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
On 2nd down, it's Ferguson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Barron under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. LSU with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. With that play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes out the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, they don't want to say it very loudly.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Is no good.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Ducks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Barrett into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Ferguson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 44, Barrett. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And this will be a touchdown. LSU.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? To throw on 3rd down. Barrett. He's got Gibbons. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. The Ducks come up now 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Ferguson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
This is Gibbons over the middle. And he coughed it up.
Barrett's pass. Complete to...
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
3.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 1st and 10, LSU. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they haven't.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
Barrett looks to throw on first. And caught by Cameron right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Ferguson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
56. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
At the 11.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Now he'll square up and throw deep lefts, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. LSU with a 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Powers through again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Here's a 1st and goal, LSU. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. Kelvin Brooks there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career, and certainly a moment that he will never forget. And now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Their own 23-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
56, Mike, 56 right there.
On 3rd and 2, Barrett. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Good.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sacked. A fumble.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back and chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake.
You don't want none, get some.
And all the way down to the 37. And what a big-time play there. 51 yards. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as... And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
Third down pass. Interception.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Duck 6.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Today's final score, the LSU Tigers 60, Duck 6.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster, and boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I got to tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only going to lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Oh, this whole thing again? Are you dumb? I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The top travel destination this week for alumni of these two storied football powerhouses, and the site of the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet level. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
No gain on
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the pistol, Ferguson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to keep it here. Fighting down past the 45. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Steps away. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Touchdown, LSU. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's Ferguson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, Barrett complete to Myers, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Ferguson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first, again, they go with Ferguson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked it up.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. The Ducks come up now, first and 10. They'll run with Ferguson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. The Ducks will come up now on a first and goal situation.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, the LSU Tigers 6. Ducks nothing.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and they take the lead here at 7-6. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 20. 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That brings it in. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Great effort there. 48 yards. And LSU has jumped out in front.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
They'll try and throw for it. And it is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the carry, it's Ferguson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
44-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Quarterback is sacked.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. First and 10, LSU. Takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time when they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way.
Recovered by the Bengals.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. There he goes, left side. And it's a touchdown. It's their quarterback. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
Rory Hebert for the extra point.
Defensively by now, you know his ability.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This will be caught about the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
A fairly short kick from the... And a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
That one, 28 yards on the ground. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. From 4 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Bust through the tackle. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. Back to throw, Barrett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
That's the
LSU fans saying, hey, Tommy who right now. They're pretty happy. They lead big as we reach halftime. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Taken in at the 3. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a few plays. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever? I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And a short kick taken at about the hit and a loose football.
On the play, recovered by the Bengals.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he is going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
70, Duck 7.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the defense has come up with it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And quickly, they get to the line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Sheds another. Corral just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Here's a 1st and goal, LSU. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense.
And this results in 6. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. LSU lining up here to go for 2. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get it 4 across the 30 to the 32.
This is the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on third down. Barron. They try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. This is really something for a guy who has been rotated in and out of this offense. Heck, the last 2 games being his only back-to-back starts, he has come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And still, you got to think there's going to be talk about Tommy Matthews. And get ready for all those sports radio debates all the way until kickoff of the national championship game. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. Right back to Ferguson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Barron. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Parnell Gibbons.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. 30.
You're going to make everything happen.
10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And give some kudos to them. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
To throw again on second down. Barrett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Past the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll try the right side with Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys are able to get a score back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
LSU takes over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield, and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards, and it's good enough for a first down. LSU with a first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
20. There he goes, right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. Here's a first and goal, LSU. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the... And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. Mason Thibodeau with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes, and you think about this guy, as we said, rotated in and out of the lineup all season, but right now he looks as if he's had a zillion starts out there. He has been on point all game long. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 5.
Throwing again on second down. Barrett. Tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really going wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats essentially into one football game. And by the way, oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again. Barrett throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Barrett.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Well, what a great start to the season here in the College Football Kickoff Classic. And for the junior quarterback, a first start and a first win, and a very big win at that.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
How was you last week? I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
Just because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you.
I know you're upset. That dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers.
You okay, son?
Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here! Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. I waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in a moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young quarterback as LSU trails at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. I'll keep you up